Well, chat, here we are. LF Fusion 13 is here. Oh boy, dude. You know that your game is dead when they drop LF Android 13 of all characters. I mean, it's been a long time since we've had a Fusion 13, just rather 13 in general, right, as a new character, so I'm actually kind of down for this. It's been like, what, 6-something years, so I'll take it. Well, I'm not going to get mad. I'm just going to be like, hey, as long as he's fun, as long as he's good, I'm all for it, man. By the way, we also have a new 1% sparking on the banner. I actually haven't checked the banner. Is this banner even worth summoning on? This is the button I'm looking for. All right, we have IT Goku, this fucker. I need. Okay, there you gals are. All right, cool. I think at this point we should probably just have the anniversary characters anyways, just unfeatured on the banners. Dude, I don't know why. This character's over a year old. It's a year and a half old, and we still have to deal with this bullshit of just not being able to get characters, get the 1% sparkings unless they're featured. All right. So hopefully things go well, and I don't have to summon too much, because, listen, chat, I may have done a slight oopsie, and, I bought a monitor. I bought a pretty expensive monitor. And I wasn't expecting them to drop an LF character in this time frame, so I was like, what if I ball out, buy a sick OLED monitor, 1440p, 480 hertz. Why do I need that? I don't. I just wanted it because I thought it'd look cool, and it does. It looks great. And I play a lot of Rivals, so thought it'd work out, which it kind of did. Safe to say I don't have enough funds, because those are, you know, those are my funds, like my funny funds, you know. They're not exactly designed for you know, actual livelihood shit, but it's for me to have fun with. And listen, I was not expecting that to drop now. Therefore, I'm a little tight on the fun ends here. So hopefully this is what it means to get Fusion 13. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually probably for Majub. And we can just get on out of here. Nah? I mean, I've been pretty lucky this year overall, so hopefully, hopefully things can go my way. Ooh, okay. Dude, I still don't know if like a new supporter is actually gonna mean like because Whis needs featured character and then 2 sparkings. So this could be an LF, this could be 14-15, or this could be Majub. And because Majub has a 4% rate on the step, I'm assuming it's gonna be Majub. Okay. I mean, I have a few things I want to talk about in this video. I guess, to be fair, I actually don't know when I'll drop the video. Maybe I'll drop this as a part 1. Yeah, there's Majub. Damn, it's actually not good, because I did want to spend the coins to get a copy of Majub. Oh, we did get an LF. Sure, yes, I need him. Boot tanks, alright, man. Red 2 for you. You need a unique equipment bad. I actually have no internet when I'm recording this. That's great. Man, the game. Dude, I'm actually hoping that not only 13 but also 14 and 15 actually have a really massive impact in this meta, because, dude, the way it's super important that new characters actually be meta relevant and like competing against the ultras. Otherwise, it's just they don't. It's like it accomplishes kind of the same thing that like the LFs did during the Zenkai meta. You know, I want to talk about this era of Legends right now and like 2021, but I'll get into that a little bit later. A lot of people, I guess, just don't understand that it's like if these characters actually aren't super impactful, they don't compete with the ultras, because there's a clear tier difference between the ultras and every other character in the game right now. If we don't have something that competes with that, safe to say these characters are probably just not gonna really have an impact, because, you know, 13 is kind of designed, he has a really niche design, at least when he's in his base state. He can pop the main into a green card, which will lock in Namek Goku, and then he can do a 130% blue card damage inflicted blue card to Namek Goku, which is really good. Especially since, I've said this multiple times, but every single character right now is revolving around Namegoku. That basically just means ooh. Alright, cool. Every single character right now who is meta has really, really good synergy with Namegoku. And if you remove Namegoku from the game, or rather just from the match, every single match won't effectively go to timer as much, and we will probably see a difference, a diversity in the meta right now. Because Namegoku, he's kind of the bridge between every single team in the game. Like if you run PvP, your first thought is, okay, how can I get Namegoku to work with every other character I'm gonna put on my team? That's kind of at least how I build my team. So if we can knock him out, not completely, but like a little bit, then maybe we can get some diversity in the meta here. There is one thing, I guess I'll save that point for later, but give me damn. Dude, it really just does come down to the fact that I need this 13 to be pushing Namegoku kind of off of this pedestal that he is the glue of every single meta team right now. If we can start to see other characters, we're gonna be cooking. I swear to you, it is just, it's so imperative that we see something like this. Okay, can we get something funny happening here? Spirit Bomb is not ideal. Also, we're getting a lot of animations for the amount of crystals we have, which is super nice. I hope, man. Don't be. Damn it. I forgot you were on the banner. Yeah, I need you. Alright, let's probably what that was for. Dude, I'm actually so tired. I can't focus on what I'm trying to say. Red 1, nice. I mean, yeah, I guess I'll just start comparing this era right now that we have to 2021, since I've seen a lot of people saying that this is kind of similar or worse than the Zenkai meta. I think the problem with 2021 is rather, I guess, just from the end of 2020 to the end of 2021. That's what I would consider the worst era of this game in terms of just enjoyment of new characters. I think every new character that dropped in that era was either complete ass, like Super Saiyan 4 Goku, or like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, or like good enough, but just not quite effective in pushing the top characters completely off. Alright, cool, man. Hi, Oob. Hi, Oob. So that effectively just means that I guess a good example of this is like, I don't know, Grade 8 Vegeta, or like Fusion Zamasu, or like Kid Buu, or like, you know, any of these characters where it's like, yeah, they're good, you know? They're good. But you could just run Gohan, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku specifically, and like Namegoku, or Purple Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and just kind of win, you know what I mean? And the entirety of that like time frame that I suggested of the end of 2020 to the end of 2021 was full of just, okay, yeah, this character is good, or they're fun, but they're not good enough to knock this character off of the pedestal, those 4 Zenkai characters off their pedestal. Therefore, I'm not really gonna invest in resources really to try to get these characters or something like that. Like, there was a lot of incentive to just not really do that and just kind of focus on those 4 characters, because if you had those 4 characters for the entirety of that year, you were able to just dominate PvP regardless of what came out for those 11-ish months, right? Which is not good for game. I do think it is good to have characters who can age well, because that means you don't have to focus on buffing that team for a long period of time. It just means that they're a meta-relevant team for a long time, which is kind of what I thought was really good about that era. You know, while the Zenkai meta characters were the best characters, which is kind of not good, I do think it is nice that they were usable for as long as they were, because it's just, you know, longevity. More people have value with these characters. It's easier to build a team because, you know, these characters are so good for this long, and they're on multiple banners for a ton of people, I assume. So it's easy to kind of build them up compared to just like, okay, you need to get this Ultra now, and you wait 3 months, and you kind of wait 3 months. Like imagine like, you know, Namegoku specifically right now, right? Like if we didn't get Namegoku on his initial banner, by the time he comes back, which should be pretty soon-ish, I would say. Like he might not have the same impact as he did when he released. He could pull an Ultra Janemba and be completely dog shit with the release after this, because again, we don't know when he's gonna come back. Same thing with Full Power Frieza. They could just release a demon purple character that just like touches Frieza and like eviscerates him. You know what I mean? Like we could have an era like that with Ultra Janemba, with Broly. You know, we can have these really short moments, or we could have the opposite, and we could have a Majin Vegeta where, yeah, this character is just fucking disgusting forever. Which I think Majin Vegeta. Listen, I think he is one of the worst designed characters ever, just because he has every single mechanic under the sun. And I personally believe that the end of 2024 is the worst the meta has ever been. And that has been the lowest point of my enjoyment of the entire game. Simply just because every single character was pushing the limit of acceptable mechanics for forever. You know, it's just every character had double cardio speed. They had combo destruction immunity or whatever, like, you know, they have immunity against certain disruptabilities, and then they just had insane green cards, insane whatever, you know what I mean? Like, they just had way too much to where the game felt not even monotonous, but it's just like, okay, I get touched by one character once. Legitimately, you get touched by Majin Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Vegeta Blue, and it's just, I have no counterplay. I legitimately just lose a character because they combo me for fucking ever. I can't stop this. This is out of my control. I cannot do anything about this. That's why I personally think that was the worst meta in Legends history. With that being said, it's just kind of a long-winded way of me saying that it's like, yeah, I think there were ups and downs of those two metas prior to this one right now. Okay, that actually could mean 13. I'm not gonna hold it against it though. Okay, yeah, this could be in 14 and 15 because it's Nimbus. Whatchamacallit. Yeah, I'm just not gonna, like, I think this like era also has its problems. Just characters like Metal Cooler being dog shit. I think characters even like Saiyan Cycle Vegeta, just, you know, all these characters are good or dog shit in terms of Metal Cooler, but like they don't hold a candle against the Ultras. You just need the Ultra, like, and you build your team around the 3 Ultras of the meta. Otherwise, it just doesn't matter. It just simply put, it doesn't matter what you do. You just take an L. You know what I mean in terms of team building. So I do wish certain characters, like I swear to you, the only character who I've played in this like post-anniversary meta with, who doesn't work well with Namegoku, there's actually one character I found who does not work well with Namegoku. And surprise, surprise, it's Metal Cooler. Legitimately, if Metal Cooler is a good character, like, we can get a really good anti-meta team with him as like kind of the core, you know what I mean? I really do think that if Metal Cooler was just a lot better, a lot of the problems with this meta could be fixed. Like, we straight up just wouldn't have the same monotonous, okay, here we go, here's Namegoku again, and then here's Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, who's on the same team, then maybe we'll have GT on here, or we'll have Full Power Frieza. No. We would have Metal Cooler, we'd have access to more powerful opponent characters. I mean, Metal Cooler plus 13 plus Full Power Frieza would be a pretty solid team. It is still, unfortunately, relying on the fact that you have Full Power Frieza on here. But I think I would just much rather see Full Power Frieza a lot more than just see people run Namegoku and Full Power Frieza together all the damn time. See Namegoku and Vegeta ran together all the time. And I also just think Vegeta being released now was just not a good release, you know? Just Vegeta and Goku overlap too many teams to where you just kind of run them together. And they don't... Like, Vegeta's supposed to be the anchor of GT, but he doesn't really anchor GT. He he's also like a Saiyan character. And like you can run GT without, like you have to run, if you're gonna run GT, you have to run Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and you can run a GT variation without Namek Goku. But you just put yourself at such a disadvantage. Like you could run, you know, Zenkai GT Spirit Bomb Goku, who I think there's actually a reason as to why I think he sucks. And then you can compare that to, I don't know, Namek Goku. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna run Namek Goku all the time, no brainer. Like Namek Goku is just way better. He provides more value to the team than that little troglodyte ever will. And you know, there's I can't open up Chrome. Why did I even do that? Damn it! I still have no internet, so I can't see anything. Damn it. What was I gonna say? The problem with GT Goku is the fact that when they Zenkai'd him, and this is gonna be true for probably most characters in the game, because they're Zenkai'ing into this new philosophy of damage guard being so high compared to reduced damage received. Like characters like GT Goku had reduced damage received. He had a separate damage modifier compared to what we have now. So that's why characters like Super Vegito and the Tag 4s actually have pretty solid defenses. It's because they have poor damage guard. The damage guard, like, it's kind of equivalent in what both get. Like I think GT Goku's at like 150 or whatever, and then Tag 4s and Super Vegeta are like 120, 130-ish. Nah. So it's not, you know, equivalent at all. Like no, it is equivalent. I'm sorry. But then you have to factor in the fact that the Tag 4s and Vegito aren't Zenkai characters, so they're not getting their... God damn it. Alright, well, I still need you, so that's fine. They're not getting their, damage... They're not getting a reduced damage received converted into damage guard. Does that make any sense? Because 4 characters... Yeah, because GT Goku got his reduced damage received of 70% converted into damage guard. So, if GT Goku would just, you know, maybe not have that have happened, and then he just got a little bit extra damage guard on top of what he already had, the 70% damage reduced damage received, things could look a lot different for that Goku. Because that Goku, I mean, he's okay defensively, but like he still gets crushed, and it's just like, if he needs to be ran alongside 2 other GT battle members, it's just like, why even bother? But yeah, I mean, you know, we're getting the Gammas, a new unique equipment for the Gammas, so I'm assuming, I mean, dude, I think that's a pretty telltale sign that, like, they don't know how to do Zenkais right now. Again, a lot of the big reasons as to why to me, I don't care if you're getting a unique equipment, or if you're going to get a Zenkai, or if you're going to get a new summonable release. You're still effectively being pushed into the meta. You should have some kind of value that, like, can rival the Ultras. Because I get it, you're not asking for a ton of money, or like you're not really asking for money with this kind of like release in terms of like a Zenkai or whatever, but like if you're trying to make a fun environment and you're trying to make multiple teams be a thing, like you gotta change it up, man. You just have to. The last time a free-to-play character was good was what? Kid Goku? Okay, specifically it was actually Yellow 18, but from last year. I mean, whatever. Like, she was... no, I would consider her a gold standard. Yeah, imagine if Frilla was just as good as her. Like, we don't need... Actually, we probably should. Because, to be fair, no one really used that 18 outside of Proud. It's just... There they go again with, like, pushing Proud as a thing, and it's just, don't do that. Just don't push Proud. Just don't even think about it. Just don't do it. Okay, these summons have actually been kind of ass. just don't push Proud. If a character is good in Standard, they'll be good in Proud, but it's not vice versa. And most people play Standard anyway, so just don't even bother with that Proud shit. Just don't even bother with it. Okay, I kind of like to pull 13. Really don't know how many more I can go until I get completely back broken out here. Oof. Alright, what is this? 21 coins worth of summons? I think I'm just gonna hold on to my coins, because in case I need to pity him, things will look ugly. Yeah, I mean, just straight up, I think in order to fix this, I personally think they should, first of all, make Zenkai characters good again. I think it's just stupid that Zenkai characters just have no value. If they don't know how to do that, just don't change to reduce damage to even a damage guard, because you guys are clearly stupid and you don't know how much damage guard to actually give characters. So just don't do that. And make sure that abilities are actually good. I don't know. Like they know how to make characters good. They just don't do it, and it's just they do shit like this all the time, and it's aggravating. They can make a character good. They can make a character meta if they choose to, but they don't. They choose to make these ultras like domination. They choose to ultra domination every time. I'm not watching this garbage shit. Like, they have the data of what people use in PvP. They have the data of what happens, and they choose to do the same stupid shit. Like, if this 13, because this 13 is a support character, like he's not like a character who can support and, you know, has designated melee type or whatever. No, he's designated as support. Therefore, he's gonna just have less stats overall, which means he's gonna have a harder time knocking Namigoku out of the field, which is what he's designed to do. And he doesn't have like a lock-in effect, so kind of sniping Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is gonna be pretty hard for him, especially since Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta can like go type neutral defensively. I think he'll have okay value, but like I think Goresh calculated it, and his overall damage numbers were like 360. All right, come on. Oh, there we go. We got him. The overall damage numbers were like 360 against a Goku. Like, Chief, I think I'm good on that one. As a support character who's not gonna have the same amount of stats as everyone, it's just, come on. Like, I'm just not. I don't know about that one. Okay, I've learned my lesson of doing ticket summons, so I'm just not gonna even bother with those. We'll do one though, because we are Dunzo. Yeah, I really wish I could grab one of those, but whatever, it's fine. We can just grab this, do this, and then we are out. Alright, cool. Let me know what you guys think about the meta this era. I guess to reiterate, I think that this is not the worst meta or the worst era. I think 2021 is still just worse, simply due to the fact that every single character was kind of okay. Yeah, no, I would say 2024 personally is the worst, because they decided to make every character just god under the sun, the same. Double card speed, infinite combo extension. They come in, they just gain a billion cards, a billion key. There's no way to stop them. Then they fuck you in the ass, and you can't do anything about it. I think personally that's the worst. Then I would give it to... I actually would give it to this one, actually, now that I think about it, just because... I think the difference between the Zenkai meta and this one was that while the Zenkai meta was... actually, no. I do have to think about it a lot. I'm also quite tired. The Zenkai meta was probably worse, yeah, just because a lot of the new characters... The thing, though, with that era was that, like, a lot of the new characters were solid, but they weren't ass, you know? Like, you could use them, and, like, you could still easily win. It's just, if you wanted to sit down and, like, have an easy time to win, you'd be like, alright, fuck it, Zenkai meta, let's go. I necessarily don't think it's a bad idea though. Like it just wasn't that bad. Like this era is kind of like, yeah, okay, run Namek Goku and then whatever. Like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta can't really snipe him. Like you can't snipe Namek Goku. He's an unsnipeable character. Like once he gets that, even if the KO guard is out, like if the opponent can just like get a bunch of priority, like they can cycle the gauge, they can get the healing going through, and then he's at full health. Namek Goku, once he's got the gauge up once, he becomes quite tanky, so it's not easy to kill him. And then, I mean, you have Vegeta on the field because they're going to be running Vegeta or Frieza. Like, there's just no way they don't run another Ultra with them. And yeah, no, fuck this. This one's worse. This one's worse. This one is just worse. All right, that's it from me. Let me know what you guys had with your summons, or if you decided to not summon at all. That's totally understandable. The Spanner's not very good to summon on, so. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. A peace.